Joining me now on Your Sport Swindon is Swindon St George coach Ben Whincup and Connor Tomley. Guys, you've had a massive win today. In the end, it proved pretty uncompetitive, and you had to go to 11v11, and the match got called due to injuries to Bath. But first and foremost, professional performance. Ben, you must be pleased with that.
Yeah, definitely. I think we went into half-time 52-0 up. About pretty much sealed the entire game, and you can't ask for anything more. They kept their heads on, even though we were running through near enough at will. The lads were still professional, still kept it going, and still built it and took it into the second half. No complacency really crept in, so I was really impressed with the boys. It was a great effort.
Going into the game, did you expect a big win like this?
No, I was quite apprehensive. We'd had quite a number of withdrawals throughout the week and then leading up to the game, so I was very apprehensive going into it. I didn't know what Bath would be bringing, but it turns out it was absolutely fantastic performance by boys who actually showed up.
It's been a couple of weeks since I've actually been down here, and there's quite a few new faces. So talk to us about who's come into the club recently and the difference they made today.
Yeah, Andrea Bonicelli's come in at 9. That was his first start for the first team, and I think he went in for a first half hat-trick. So you can't ask for more than that. Tomley, who's been playing regularly for the twos, has stepped up and played for the first team this week. Nice to see Chris Kent and Lloyd Allen returning to us as well. They've been busy with work for the last few weeks, so it's good to have that sort of depth to call on when we haven't got the availability we maybe would like.
Connor, obviously a great win today. How hard as a player is it to keep that focus when you're so far ahead?
It is hard, especially with the weather conditions. It was so hot. Halfway through, you just had sweating your buckets. Let's just keep going. And some of the times, little mistakes came in, like offloads and stuff like that we didn't need. Luckily, it paid off and we scored some good tries from it. The boys played well. They stuck out, especially in these conditions. But to be honest, both played to Bath. They stuck out with all the injuries they had. Some big hits going in, and fair play to them.
And obviously, as we talked about, new players in the side, today, and same question really. What impact have they made?
They've made some good impacts. We had Tommy last week. He came in, made loads of breaks. Andrea, as you said, and Tom Lee, they all came in. They've gelled well with the team. I think it's good because you train both sides together in training, and everyone knows on the same page. So when you come in, you don't have to stand there and get everyone in. They all played well. They all gelled. They all know what they're doing. They run some good lines. Andrea played class today in the first half. Unreal player. So Tom Lee had some good runs. I like it when you come in from the twos. It's a big step up, and he just fit in like there was nothing else. There was another player. So.
And this season so far so good. You must be pleased with how you've started.
Yeah, it was a strong start. I'm glad that we not glad, but it was a good wake-up call when we lost to Portsmouth. I was lucky that it was a couple of mistakes, but we woke up from it and we bounced back. 2 big wins, and lead on to next week.
What are the targets? Remain the same, I suppose, as the start of the season, to win your group and then go and win the playoffs.
Yeah, we want to go down to Oxford, smash them, and then we know we cement our place in the final. We got to cement the place today, but we go down there, win our group, win the playoff, and then that's it. Happy days. Revenge from last year. We were unlucky to lose last year, but it's a big wake-up call. Boys have come together, and it's a lot stronger this year than last year.
Same question for you, Ben. You must be very pleased with how the season's going, and the twos are still playing over there. They're doing really well today as well.
Yeah, but having looked at it, I think we're just maybe 1, maybe 2 scores behind going into the final stages of the game. Hopefully they can dig out a result, as you can see from cheers for forcing the errors. So hopefully they'll get their first win of the season and actually overtake Somerset. Going forwards, we've got a tough run in now. We've got to go to Oxford, which is going to be a massive game. I know Oxford are going to pull in all the best players they have available. Everyone's going to make themselves available for that one. So we've got to win that one. We win that one, we will win the group. So, but the pressure's off us. We've got the lead. Hopefully that's done us points difference some good. So it's onwards and upwards. It's in Southampton and Bath again. So it's all in a balance, and we've just given ourselves a bit of a platform today.
Well, that's great, guys. Thanks for joining us, and well done today.
Cheers.
Cheers. Thank you.